Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
Hello and welcome to a very special Homebrew Magic VDH episode here, coming live streaming from Middle Earth. This week we are playing the 4 Lord of the Rings Precons, unmodified, against each other, and we're gonna see who takes it down. Whether it's the Hosts of Mordor, the Elven Council, the Food and Fellowship, or the whatever this deck was called that I can't remember, the Jeskai Humans.
Yes.
Which I believe is the technical term for it.
Tolkien actually created the Jeskai.
He did.
You ever read the Silmarillion?
It's deep in there. Yes. Chanel, you have won the roll-off. You are playing first. Who are you playing tonight?
I chose Sauron, the White Hand, as my commander from this deck. The other option, Sauron, costs way too much for him to ever show up. So I would like to actually see what a commander can do in this. So we figured Saruman would actually be amassing more armies. We will lead off with a fantastic Desolate Lighthouse, passing to Tej.
What up, Hive Mind? It's your boy Tej. And tonight, I am playing Galadriel, Elven Queen. I chose this one because once every few years or so, my lovely wife likes to play Magic with me, but she likes elf decks. So I wanted to give this Precon a shot before I bought it and just gave it to her to play with me next year or sometime. Completely unmodified, but this way I'll have an idea of what it does. It's green and blue, and I know there's voting involved, and there are elves, and that's about it. So everything in this deck is going to be a surprise to me. Holy shit!
Super surprise.
What a surprise!
Command tower.
Yeah.
Now we'll use that command tower to preordain. Scry 2 and draw a card. Let's put both those on the bottom.
Oof,
Because they're
that's what I
very
like to hear.
Very expensive. Draw.
Yeah,
There we go.
there's some high mana value
2,
cards
3,
in these
4,
decks.
5,
from what
6, 7. Pass turn.
I've gathered.
All right, I am running
Chris, you say?
the Abzan deck. It's Sam and Frodo, partners. They like food. They like each other. That's all I got.
They like gaining lives.
I will draw. I will play
Adventurous hobbits.
a forest and pass to Nelson.
For the listeners at home, I ended this week, every 3 days this week, by watching an extended Lord of the Rings episode. So I powered through the entire trilogy, and I have to say, it's weird that some guy took all those internet memes and just strung them together, and it turns into like a 14-hour movie.
What commitment. What talents.
I will draw for my turn. I will play a
What if you
Plains.
can do that with just other series of memes on the internet?
I will pay 1 and cast Wayfarer's Bauble. Then I'll pass the turn to Schnell. Oh, by the way, I am playing Jeskai Humans. My commander, I chose the face commander. I'm going with Eowyn, Shield Maiden. She's a 5/4 human knight with first strike, and at the beginning of combat on my turn, if another human entered the battlefield under my control this turn, I create 2 2/2 red human knight creature tokens with trample and haste. Then, if I control 6 or more humans, I get to draw a card.
Okay, so you are the alliance of Gondor and Rohan. And all
Yep,
that.
yep,
Okay.
yep.
I want you to lose simply so I can say, where were you when the Jeskai fell?
Nice. Swamp will be my land for the turn into an Arcane Signet.
Which is Gandalf's ring.
Might be.
May I see that art?
Yeah, sure.
That looks kind of
Gandalf's seal.
Go ahead, Teach.
Untap command tower.
It's my favorite arcane signet.
Draw. Hey, I know this card.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's fucking cool. Also, Gandalf's flavor text on that card is cool too.
I will play a forest as my land for turn. I will pass.
Right. Draw for the turn. I will play this Sun Petal Grove. Enters untapped because I control forest. I will cast Farseek. Search for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card. Put it on the battlefield, tapped and shuffle. I will do that and then end my turn. Searching for a swamp.
Oh, I was gonna say I failed to find that mountain. All right, I will untap, upkeep, and
Shit.
draw for turn. I'm gonna play in Iceland. Then I'm gonna crack my Bauble to find a mountain, and I will pass the turn to you, Schnell.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Shit. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Well, because I kept a 2-lander, but it had the Arcane Signet, so I'm like, okay, I can probably run this. We will Desolate Lighthouse into a Soul Ring, and then...
Whoa!
Oops.
Slick sleeves.
Yes. Soul Ring, Swamp, Arcane Signet for a blue into Corsairs of Umbar. They are 3/3 human pirates for a blue and 2. Target goblin, orc, or pirate can't be blocked this turn. Whenever Corsairs of Umbar deal combat damage to a player, amass orcs free.
Jeepers.
We 3 orcs. Go ahead, Aegis.
Of Orient are.
I have to work extra hard to make sure I actually transition the cameras because I'm already feeling the whiskey that I've been.
What do you have over there? An island?
I have an island, a plains,
yeah.
and a mountain.
Exotic orchard.
You've been
Wherever
drinking
the
too?
flowers glow. I mean, yes, but
Wherever the flowers glow.
I heard it. I
You know,
just
the
confuse
orchard.
orchids and orchards and words are hard.
Who's its
Fuck!
mountain?
I also forgot to cycle. I hate everybody.
You'll get there.
I will not.
You shut your mouth. I will not.
Believe around yourself.
I'm gonna cultivate.
In the orchard.
I'm gonna cultivate somewhere. I'll pass turn. 1 island. 2 islands.
Untap. Draw. This
One out, one in.
My deck is upside down. Can't have this.
I said what I said.
Let's see. Woodland Cemetery is my land for the turn. Then I will pay 3 mana. And I will cast a Chromatic Lantern.
It's just
Let's see.
mana artifacting.
Not I.
You're
Not Nelson.
You are old school ramp.
I played this wrong, but thank you, Chromatic Lantern. Now I can tap my forest for a white and this for a black, and I will cast Frodo Adventurous Hobbit.
You can even tap that for a red.
He is a 1/3 with Vigilance. Whenever he attacks, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, the ring tempts you. Then if Frodo is your ring bearer and the ring has tempted you 2 or more times this game, draw a card. Pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, and a draw for turn.
What you got?
I'm going to play a Port Town tapped. Then I'm going to pay 2 and cast one of the cool reprints we got.
I've got a small box
in
of
this set.
Lord of the Rings maps in my basement. I should have dug out for this.
Fuck yeah. Humble Defector. Tap. I can tap it to draw 2 cards, and then target opponent gains control of Humble Defector. Activate only during your turn.
I like Humble Defector.
I do too. I will pass the turn to you.
Is the
Shino.
art still someone getting a haircut?
No.
Oh.
No.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Ends. Land for the turn. Frost, Boil, Snarl. ETBs, I may reveal an island or a mountain. If I don't, I won't. It's tapped. Chris has a blocker, but he's probably not going to block with it because it's his commandy and he wants it. Nelson, he has bullshit. That's just going to die. So, Hobbits, we're coming your way with a 3/3.
Is there a trigger when he attacks or hits me?
It's when he hits you, I get to amass orcs 3.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, you knew that you would. So we amass an orc. I brought
Nice.
my own dice.
Hell yeah.
I literally have gallons of dice in this house, and every time I borrow yours, I feel so stupid at the end. Just like I have so many fucking dice.
Literally gallons.
No, yeah.
I remember your fish tank.
Yeah. It's now just a.
I remember when that fish tank broke.
Yeah.
Tragic tank.
It was. So, we don't have blue yet. Well, we have blue, but then we don't have red this turn. So let's just ramp some harder into a Worn Power Stone, which
There
looks
you
like
go.
a Palantir.
Palantir?
Yeah. Which there was only one Palantir in this entire set, right?
To my knowledge.
Between the
Yeah.
between the decks and the actual.
Yeah, we didn't get all the Palantirs.
That's a little sad. Pass to Teach.
Well, what's that? I will draw.
Because obviously, Sauron has one. What's his name? Not Saruman had one.
Saruman had one.
And then I wish that Boromir would live in Faramir. Denethor.
Yeah.
Denethor had one.
Yep.
Which extended versions they show that, not extended theatrical bullshit cuts. They didn't show that.
No, they didn't.
It's a much better movie extended.
Agreed.
The extended versions show the rock giants throwing the rocks and shit too when they're.
That's in The Hobbit.
Oh, that is in The Hobbit. I'm
Yeah,
confusing
yeah.
it now. You're right.
But no, ladies are correct. The longer ones are better.
They're way better.
Anyway, I played Woodland Stream,
Teach is still here.
which entered tapped, and then I cast my commander, Galadriel, Elven Queen. She's a 4/5 elf noble, and at the beginning of my combat on my turn, if another elf entered the battlefield, which it did not, so it's not relevant this turn. But if another elf entered the battlefield under my control, starting with me, each player votes for Dominion or Guidance.
Dominion.
Dominion. If Dominion gets more votes, the ring tempts me. Then I put a +1/+1 counter on my ring bearer. If Guidance gets more votes or the vote is tied, I draw a card. Pass turn.
I will untap. Draw. Alright. I will.
Because it's Chris' turn, he's the hobbits. So this is my father's land.
It is not your land.
Pay 3 mana. I
Sam
will
one.
cast Sam, Loyal Attendant. He is a 2/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a food token, and activated abilities of foods you control cost 1 less to activate.
Instead of the Fellowship, they are now.
I'll move to combat.
But bodies.
I will create a food token.
They are sharing the load.
Fucking got him.
Oh my god. I need to stop drinking whiskey between
Nope.
rounds.
Nope.
Because
Nope.
I had to text my wife secretly, can you get me a Cliff Bar?
I need some food.
I need a little bit of sustenance
Costs
in
1
me
mana. to
before I
do.
get hammered and play Lord of the Rings magic.
I'm going to sacrifice the food token to gain 3 life.
But he was already hammered. I just knocked you down below starting life.
And then he went and paused the game about it.
Hey man, pause the game, why don't you?
Can't change life levels if the game's paused.
I have a 3/3. Since
When
I knew
he
you wanted to get me
attacks,
back with the Hobbit.
The ring tempts me.
Oh, okay, now he's got Skulk.
So
Are you going to combat?
I am.
Okay.
Ring has entered play.
When he attacks, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, the ring tempts you. So yes, Frodo will be my ring bearer. He's super legendary now and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power.
I just want to have a quick rules discussion. And by rules discussion, I mean I want to point out the fact that the ring tempting you is fucking great. Like, across the board, it is just good mechanics.
Yeah,
agreed.
I am surprised they did not come up with... And I get they already have the Monarch mechanic.
Yep.
But I feel like, in reality, the ring tempting you or the ring bearer mechanic should be more of a Monarch-style
Yeah,
aspect of the game. Because...
where it can transfer amongst players
Exactly.
fighting over it.
You
yeah.
can take the ring from somebody else to get your ring bearer, like Monarch, but for a creature specifically. I think would be a little bit more flavorful and accurate. Don't hit me.
1.
Ah!
1 command of damage.
Oh shit.
One whole commandy.
Oh, you have to try second.
Yo.
Throw.
Commandy dandy.
Throw damage. Do you wanna?
Yeah, I'll figure something out. There's a way to do it. Chris is going to be in the middle.
Then I will pass turn.
Alright, then I will untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. We'll play this Exotic Orchard. That's my land for the
Alright.
turn.
Chris has Commander 1 and Commander 2.
We got Frodo and Sam. So Frodo has an R for the right side. 1 damage.
Yes.
You remember things how you remember things.
No, that's fine.
I'll remember things how stupid people remember things. I've already opted.
You're not stupid. I like that.
Frodo has an R.
Frodo, Adventurous Hobbit, does not have an L in it anywhere, whereas Sam, Loyal Attendant, does. It makes perfect sense.
Do they, Gandalf?
Do they, Shandell?
Just because I would have gone alphabetically doesn't mean my way is right. or more intelligence.
All right, I'm going to pay
I actually went by the Dewey Decimal
5.
System.
I'm going to cast my commander,
I know
Eowyn,
nothing about
Shield
the
Maiden.
decimal system.
Chilton manuals for car repair in the 600s.
5/4 first strike at the beginning of combat on my turn. If another human entered the battlefield
Jokes.
under your control this turn, create 2/2/2 red human knight creature tokens with trample and haste. Then, if you control 6 or more humans, draw a card.
Ooh.
That did not happen. I have not. I am tapped out, and I will not get humans. What I am going to do though is I'm going to activate. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that. Let's activate Humble Defector. I'm going to draw 2 cards, and then I'm going to pass Humble Defector over to Teach,
My good friend Teach. All right.
and then I will pass the turn to
Lion
Schnell.
stance.
Untap. Upkeep. Drawer.
The elves hate humans, but they love the Just Guy.
Okay. These 4 items bring me Saruman, the White Hand. And I left myself with only colorless mana. But whenever I cast a non-creature spell, amass Orcs X, where X is that spell's mana value. Goblins and Orcs I control have Ward 2.
Ward 2 or Ward 3?
Ward 2.
Okay.
2.
But that's French for 3.
No, it's
But you
Ward-
put 2
Oh,
fingers
you're,
up.
you're thinking of Thwa.
Oh,
Yes,
my
yes.
bad.
How big is Sam?
Just a 2/4.
Thwa.
He's a thoughtful. Well, I will pass the turn to
Foie gras.
Teach.
What?
Let me finish my whiskey before I put up with more of this shit. I'm sorry. Did you want some whiskey?
I'm good right now, thank you though.
It's Jameson.
I would if I wasn't
Play
driving
horse.
home.
Well, you're not driving home.
Not yet.
Play
That's
Magic.
true. That's true.
Don't drink it while you're driving home.
Yeah, so
You're responsible bastard.
drink it, play Magic, and then drive home.
Touche.
Alright, I'm going to start this turn off. I get to do shit with this Model of Unity. Whenever players finish voting, I and each opponent who voted for a choice I voted for may scry 2. I can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. Then with these 4 manas, I will play.
I know it doesn't change anything, but me sitting to the right of Tej when he's running a voting deck will not change the amount of times I say, well, fuck you. But it changes the context over which I say fuck you.
Celeborn the Wise, a 3/3 elf noble. Whenever I attack with 1 or more elves, scry 1. Whenever I scry Celeborn the Wise gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each card looked at while scrying this way. So, I am going to move to combat.
There is some cool scry stuff in that deck.
So, can't be blocked
I think it's
by
Celeborn.
creatures with greater power.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why are you looking at my shit? What's
I'm
happening?
just looking at what people
Like
have.
Celebrimbor,
Yeah.
the Forger of the Ring.
I think I'm going to be able to get through this. So I'm going to move to combat, and I am going to, at the beginning of combat on my turn, if another elf entered the battlefield under my control, which it did, so
Checks
before attacks are declared, starting with I, each player votes for Dominion or Guidance. If Dominion gets more votes, the ring tempts you, then you put a +1/+1 counter on your ring bearer. If Guidance gets more votes or the vote is tied, I draw a card. So voting will begin. I will vote for Dominion. And as a reminder, whenever voting is finished, everyone who makes the same choice I do gets described.
Dominion is a land, right?
No, Dominion gets the ring tempts me, then I put a
That's
+1/+1 counter on my ring bearer.
I will vote for
again-
Dominion as well.
This is what this comes back to my comment.
Can I see
about how
what
it
I'm
should have
voting
been a
for
monarch
here?
thing, because now we have multiple ring bearers.
Dominion or Guidance. He's
But,
drunk.
I don't know, that's my train of thought.
Celebrimbor.
No. Three were given to the elves?
yes.
3. Yep.
So yeah, we're good.
Sure, Dominion. I'll vote Dominion.
Excellent. 3 for Dominion. Schnell.
Fuck you. I'm voting for Dominion.
Yes. Alright.
I want to try.
The ring tempts me. My ring bearer, represented by the...
The silver bullet.
I am going to make Galadriel my ring bearer. So I'm going to put +1/+1 counter on Galadriel.
That's true. Remember what you
And
got?
we each
Remember
scry
when?
2.
Yeah, and then when we
Frodo
finish voting,
tempted
each opponent who voted for a choice I made scries 2. I thought I would do scry 2. Oh yeah, it is me and each opponent. Alright.
Me and his opponent.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Different.
I'll leave them right
Damn
now.
it, I'm gonna leave them as is where it was.
Yeah.
Put one on the
Me
bottom.
too.
Yeah, I'm keeping those on top too.
You're also picking as is where it was?
Yep. Do I get to scry 2 because I voted the same as you?
Yeah.
Whenever I scry, Celeborn the Wise gets +1/+1 until the end of turn for each card looked at while scrying this way. So Celeborn will get,
I'm gonna get punched in my
+2.
halfling face.
In your bitch mouth, you say?
Yep.
Then, with that, I will move to attacks, because I haven't even attacked yet. I will attack Christopher with Celeborn the Wise. Whenever I attack with one of our elves, I scry 1. Oh yeah, that's right.
You dumb bitch.
No. It's an additional +1/+1, so I have a 6/6 coming at you.
Whoa, where did all the other plus?
Because that's
come from?
Celeborn's. That's Celeborn's ability.
Is it Celeborn or Celeborn?
Yeah, Celeborn.
I think it's Celeborn.
It is.
So I get +1/+1 for each.
Oh, each scry.
I
Okay.
get, yeah.
Oh boy.
There's some cool scry stuff
34.
in that deck. Yeah.
All right.
Feel good punching
That's
hobbits.
Hey,
Bunch of kindergartners with fuzzy
Feel
feet.
good raising my shire.
you could have blocks.
All right, draw.
I want to cast a spell so I can complain about the art. Later. We'll do it later.
Like how the gilded goose in that
It's an
deck
off
looks
mic
like a
conversation.
fucking goose simulator goose.
No, I don't want to. I'm going to pull a teeth. I'm not
The
going to
Gilded
review
Goose?
any game information.
That gilded goose.
That's the gilded goose with the stupid looking goose on it.
I like all those smart-looking geese
Right.
you see portrayed everywhere else.
I will create a food token with said goose. Then I will move to combat. At combat, I get another food token. And I will pay 1 mana to sacrifice one of the food tokens right away. Gain 3.
Okay. What you got?
I'm going to attack Tej for 1.
What? Why?
Because it's commander damage.
When Frodo attacks, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, the ring tempts me. So whenever my ring bearer attacks,
You're level 2 ring bearer now?
yeah. But I don't think I get this trigger on this attack. This is kind of odd.
When does it
It
tempt
says
you?
whenever your ring bearer attacks.
When does it tempt you?
Okay, I
you've
attempted.
gained 3
the
life.
attempt. The tempt is an attack trigger.
Yes.
Okay.
As is this ring's ability is also an attack
You
trigger.
did not have that ability
When you
to
attack.
Yes.
When
So-
war were declared.
If Frodo is your ring bearer and the ring has tempted you 2 or more times this game, draw a card. So that one I will get.
That one you will get.
Yes.
So I will draw a card from that.
Frodo being the ring bearer is fucking on flavor. I like that.
Shall
And
we?
just power 1.
Just one.
And
Skull.
vigilance, you say?
does have vigilance.
I forgot about the vigilance. Correct.
Well, I can't block it, so I will take 1 Frodo damage.
Got him.
Chris is this guy.
More like Fro don't.
Fro knows you
Fro,
didn't.
Fro don't wear the ring.
Then I'll pay 2 mana. I will cast Pippin, Warden of Isengard.
Oh, Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
He has partnered with Merry, Warden of Isengard. When this creature enters the battlefield, target player may put Merry into their hand from their library, then shuffle. So I will search for Merry, and I will.
Trying to figure out the
Pass the
alphabet
turn.
clockwise.
Alright. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. For turn, I'm going to pay 4. And I'm going to cast Door of Destinies.
Ooh.
Choosing humans.
That's a good reprint.
Whenever I cast a spell of the chosen type, that type again being humans, put a charge counter on Door of Destinies. Creatures I control of the chosen type get +1/+1 for each charge counter on Door of Destinies. Go, Schnell.
Okay. Untap, upkeep. Untap. Untap. Thanks.
Here's the Mary that will be going into my
Untap,
hand.
upkeep. Draw the card I left on top. Hey. Then we are going to pay a Blau and Thrall for Deep Analysis.
Nice.
Target player draws 2 cards. I'm going to target me, but when I cast a non-creature spell, I amass
That's
X
a big ass
orcs.
orc army over there.
So my orc ass
7?
becomes a 7.
Stupid token deck's going wide. I'm going tall.
Spell resolves. I draw 2.
You guys are stupid. You're going to be looking for army men.
Land for the turn will be this Island. I will go to combat.
7 cards.
I don't like how much life gain Chris has and all his rings and his hobbits. So, we are going to make target goblin, orc, or pirate can't be blocked this turn. Making it orc army. Making it. I cannot talk anymore. Ooh, dumb question. Is ward me as well, or is that?
No, it's hexproof.
No.
It's
It's
hexproof.
hexproof.
Okay. It's hexproof for 2. So, Chris, I'm going to send an orc army of 7 your way. Cannot be blocked. Ward twat.
You got it. Down to 30.
Whenever they or I amass 3.
Whenever they or amass 3. Yeah, that's yeah, no, that English is right.
Whenever Corsairs of Umbar deals combat damage to a player, amass 3. Oh wait, I thought it was them or an orc. Okay, I cheated. Just this time. With the words that I'm having. Pass to teach.
We need Jameson for more games.
I should have grabbed a shot glass and not the amount that I did.
They're just like, hey, take Narset and put blonde hair on her. There you go. I mean, that's what it is.
She's got nice thighs. She
Hell
could
yeah.
She could be a shield maiden for me.
Hell yeah.
So I need to send the Corsairs of Umbar as well to amass more orcs.
I'll start this turn off with an asceticism. Creatures I control have hexproof. Oh, I forgot to humble defect. Creatures I control have hexproof, and I can regenerate a creature for the low price of 1 and a green.
Okay, switching to beer. To be in the clear.
That's
I
how it
will
goes.
move to combat. No, I will not.
They're gonna humbly
Exiting,
defect
Yes,
first.
I have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to, but... Well, no, I do have to, but...
Well, it's on your turn. You have to humbly defect.
Sorcery speed? Is that how to get you?
I
It just
wasn't
says
even,
on your turn.
I wasn't
Oh,
even
wait, that's only on
thinking
your
about
turn.
humble defector.
Oh, sorry.
You shut up.
Sorry, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be a friend.
Thank you. No.
Pointing out abilities on his battlefield? Fuck you.
Okay.
Because if I had remembered about the humble defector, I would have tried to do it at the end of Schnell's turn.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Whereas I can't even read my own cards right now.
at the beginning of... Nope. We don't have to vote because the elf did not enter the battlefield under my turn.
Did they, Gandalf?
Under my... They can't vote.
Do you think I know?
How big's your monster, Nelson?
5/4 first strike.
First strike.
First strike.
Yeah.
Eowyn is a beast. No wonder she killed the Witch King.
Fuck yeah.
With Mary's help.
I am no man.
I'm just going to move to my second main phase.
It's true. With the help of the
Cards.
Hobbit.
No.
Target opponent will gain control of humble defector. Nelson, you can have it back.
Woo. I humbly accept. This offer.
1, 2,
Was
3,
Pippin.
4, 5, 6. I will
think I
end my
fucked this
turn.
up.
Pippin.
It was Pippin.
Go ahead.
Alright. Untap.
Yeah.
No, it was Mary. Pippin
What?
was with Denethor.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
Mary.
nope.
It was Mary.
Okay.
Just
8
watched
cards
the
in hand.
movies.
God, I need some
It's-
land here.
Pippin.
Yes,
is, yeah,
no, you're
Pippin
right.
is with Denethor, right?
Mariotta
Yeah.
was still with the Rise of Rohan.
Yep.
I'm gonna basic land a cycle.
Viewers are unsubscribing right now.
Or they're getting really turned on. Probably that.
You're arguing which hobbit helped Eowyn.
Putting his plans into my hand.
We're not arguing. We're coming to a consensus.
It's a gentleman's.
The Council of
Conversation.
Shnellron has decided.
So many poonanners are drying up so quickly at the same time. It sounds like someone left the shop vac on.
Fucking love that song by Jonathan Gold, by the way. Shop vac, it's so good.
Oh,
Because on its surface, it's a song about a vacuum cleaner. When you listen to the lyrics, it's a song about basically a failing marriage. It's so good. You can cry, and I probably won't hear you because it's live with the shop vac on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can
You have
cast.
so many fucking hobbits. How are you not winning?
Because they're like 2 2s and 1 3s.
This is the problem I had
And you have
last week.
unblockable 7 7s.
It might get bigger if I remember my triggers and then the words on the cards.
I think that brought a couple lady viewers back.
Ladies, do you like the
Move to
words on the
combat.
cards?
Create a
Like
food
when
token.
it gets bigger.
I will sacrifice the food token.
I don't want to brag, but
Look at this guy gaining life and all
Target
that.
goblin or
I would be at
pirates.
27 if I didn't gain any life this game. Actually, no, I would be at 24.
Don't try to do math. You're not going to impress me.
Let's see.
Medicine is a hell of a drug.
Oh, it's okay. I switched to new Glarus. I'm going to sober right up.
Tej, I will attack you for 1.
It still has vigilance, bud.
Yep, still does. Attack you for 1.
Figured out why he's not winning.
What do you say?
Attack trigger. I will draw 2 cards. One from him being the ring bearer and one from his ability.
On attack?
Yes. And hit the second.
Oh, yeah, the
attempt
second one
is
triggers now. and
Draw
you
a
get the
card and then
third
discard a card.
next
So I
one.
will be drawing 2 and discarding 1.
To be fair.
I'm abandoning reason for madness.
Okay, that's fine.
Some Sauron.
Ah, yes.
Sauron.
Where did you abandon reason for madness?
It's still just 1
Sauron
power.
the Sleek.
No, yeah. Then if the ring tempted you,
2 or more
Draw a
times this
card.
game, draw a card.
Um,
This is the 3rd time.
Does that deck have the
okay, yeah,
Frodo
you're
that auto kills?
No.
No, I don't think
Okay, good.
No, it
Because
doesn't.
so. So
Yeah, it doesn't have that one.
I attack triggers. I draw 2, discard 1.
It's too bad they didn't talk about Saruman and his coat of many colors in the movies.
I'm going to discard Motivated Pony.
holy shit, is this a new card?
let's see.
It's gotta be. You'll see later.
Bloodbear Death? That's not supposed to be in that deck.
Yeah, but the art is badass.
Do they
Ooh.
Bloodbear Death?
Do you take the 1?
I didn't know if we had moved 2 blocks or that
Yes.
sort of thing. Alright, I'll take your 1. 2 Frodo damage.
Then I will.
Fuck, when I say that, I'm not even quoting Lord of the Rings, I'm quoting Flight of the Conchord.
What'd you say?
Second main.
Whenever I say, do they Gandalf?
Oh, yeah, right,
yeah,
right.
I'm technically thinking of Flight of the Conchord.
I'm going
You
to
are.
cast Gollum Obsessed Stalker.
Ooh, it's your favorite card.
It is. Cannot wait to finish building this deck. So, he's a 1/1 with Skulk.
I'm gonna debut it in the second game and say, this is my second Chris-inspired deck.
Yeah.
Build something he wanted to do.
At the beginning of your end step, each opponent dealt combat damage this game by a creature named Gollum Obsessed Stalker loses life equal to the amount of life you gain this turn. Pass turn.
Such a neat ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Mono black life gain. Here we come.
Untap, upkeep, draw, command tower. 2, 4, 6. 6 mana, you say? I'm gonna pay 3, and I'm gonna cast Herald's Horn. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Humans. Creature spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Then, thanks to Herald's Horn's great discount, I'm going to pay 3, And I'm going to cast Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. He's a 3/3 human soldier. Whenever he or another human enters the battlefield under my control, creatures I control get +1/+0 until end of turn.
Oh my god. It's Underburn.
Let's see here. I'm going to humbly defect and draw 2.
Wait, you got that back? Who gave you that back?
Some butthole.
Some butthole.
Then I will.
Don't give it to me. I'm just gonna spend it on drugs.
I'm gonna give it back to Tej.
Hooray!
Fucking
Buttholes unite.
Behold.
That's how human centipedes happen.
I was gonna say it's like docking, but backwards.
All right, I'm gonna move to combat. Another human did.
Don't dock.
Another human did enter the battlefield under my control, so I'll get 2 human knights with trample and haste.
Ooh.
Move to attacks, so they don't get the +1/+0, but Eowyn and Erkenbrand have it.
Eowyn and air conditioner, yes.
Yes, Eowyn and the air conditioner.
This universe is beyond it's getting out of hand.
I will
What's happening with my air
swing.
conditioner?
I block with my plumber.
I will swing Eowyn
It's only
at
a step away
Schnell.
from Frieza.
Yeah.
She's a 6/4 first strike coming
Who
at
you
you.
swing at?
You. Your life leader. So.
I will bring the whole
I know you will.
fucking army
I know what's gonna. I know what's
in
about to
your
come.
direction. 5 commander
6.
damage. 6 commander damage.
Block with your GE top loader.
None of these are Nelson. This one's Nelson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't fucking.
Oh
pause
shit.
the
So,
game. Nope.
yeah. Nope. I missed it.
No. What is it?
It should be 7.
Okay.
Because of Dora Destinies.
I took it.
Okay. That's it for me. Go Schnell.
Oh my god.
I think we all know what this needs to be done.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
That's it.
Needs to be done.
Needs to be done.
We will lead off with a. Do we want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. You want to get that? Fiery inscription.
Woo!
When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts me. Legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power.
1 of 1 my ass.
Yeah, I know, right? Bullshit. Fuck it. We'll make the entire army my ring bearer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Fire Inscription deals 2 damage to each opponent. Also, trigger off of Saruman the White Hand. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, amass X, where X is that spell's mana value.
10.
The army is a 10/10. Okay. Nexticus for the rest of us.
You can change our ring bearers, right?
Whenever you are
dies.
tempted.
Each time
Yeah.
you're tempted.
Oh,
you
when
have
you're tempted. Oh, interesting.
You have the option.
Sweet.
Okay. We're gonna make the army unblockable for 3. We're gonna go to combat and hit Nelson for 10.
Yep. 30.
Crunch.
Yep. And then
Armies
for
will do
the
that.
second main, Arcane Signet and a Swamp. Yep, that's red, black, and another. For Moria's Scavenger. Watched a lot of
Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek lately. Moira's Scavenger. Alexis. Okay, it's a 1/4 Death Touch Haste. I can also discard a card and draw a card. If the discarded card was a creature card, I amass Orcs 1. Master Teach.
That's a neat little one.
End of your turn.
Dang that.
I will cycle this tranquil thicket.
Dang that.
That, I think, was the first episode I ever watched where he's out in the field just yelling or something. Or haven't you even gotten that far yet?
No, I watched the entire series. That's why I don't know like which
Oh.
specific.
I think it's David is out in the field just yelling or something, and his sister's trying to get him. And then,
Oh.
David, Alexis, get out of the field, David. That's when I decided that I didn't like that show.
Oh,
But Tiffany
that
kept,
is the incorrect response.
Tiffany kept watching it, and it grew on me.
It's so good.
I love that show.
Okay, so I
Catherine O'Hara
cycled
is
that.
so fucking great.
Yeah, she is.
She was the best part of that show.
Oh, yes. I also love that Twyla, every time
Yes.
that character talks about her backstory,
Yes.
it is more and more fucking tragic.
Yes.
Yeah, this is awful.
And then I looked up and it was, oh, that actress is also Eugene Levy's
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She
Yeah.
doesn't have the eyebrows, but then again, girls pluck, so
So she might?
so she might have the eyebrows and just doesn't want to pass as fucking a Levy kid.
A Letty kid.
It's like a latchkey kid, but
It's like a
different.
latchkey kid, but
Like
with
a Jerry's
eyebrows.
kid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough for both of these. I'm going to start this turn off by... Dare I? I dare.
You're just starting your
It's too
turn
early.
now?
It's too early.
Jesus.
Too early for that shit. I am going to... God. Work on my fine motor skills. And cast Farhaven Elf.
You don't want Jameson, do you? It's helping me.
Basically, a card put on the battlefield tapped.
I think my teeth are numb.
3. 3. Alright. Let's switch our library for that sweet, sweet island.
Oh, now my brain's just full of David Hell. Man, fucking the eyeball of a jack-o'-lantern. Jaeger.
That pumpkin didn't want it. Why was he smiling at me?
Gross.
You told me to stop at any time.
Did they get enough?
Oh, fuck. Ah! Don't panic. Gotta get them all.
No one pick.
I said panic.
Oh, you panicked though,
I just screamed a little.
and then some. Got him.
Here, cut that.
No,
Make yourself useful.
never.
Alright, so that happened. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll move to combat. At the beginning of combat on my turn, if another elf entered the battlefield under my control, which it did, starting with I, each player votes for Dominion or Guidance. If Dominion gets more votes, the ring tempts me and I get a +1/+1 encounter on my ring bearer. If Guidance gets more votes, the vote is tied. Draw a card. Everyone who votes for the same choice I do gets to scry.
I'd like to scry. but
I
also
will vote
like to
for Dominion.
Fuck teach.
Chris?
Dominion is the
The ring tempts me and I
tempting
get a
you.
+1/+1 encounter on my ring bearer.
I will also vote for that.
Yes.
Guidance.
Guidance, you say?
Guidance.
What happens if it's a hung jury?
I draw a card.
Nothing else?
That's
The
it.
ring does not tempt him.
I vote with Nelson. Fuck teach.
Ooh. So I will draw a card.
Do I still scry too, Papa?
We still scry.
You are the Scrode brothers. Enjoy.
I have to draw a card before I scry, though. Because that has to keep going.
I put one on the bottom, one on top.
Let's keep that there.
You'll play.
And that there. I screwed 2. So Celeborn.
It's Scrode, sir.
I scrote 2.
Screwed him real good.
Scrotum. I hardly know him.
No ring temptations.
I'm so entertained by me.
I will move to combat.
Yes.
Chris, since you voted with me, you are safe from my wrath. You, however, are not.
Yeah, come at me, bro. What you got?
Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power.
I have a 1/4 death touch.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Watch him attack Nelson now, because he's a bitch.
Attack him. Make him use it. Regenerate.
saving the regenerate. I was playing dumb. Playing foolish. Playing tomfoolery.
Eat the soul, bro.
I just am. So
I guess.
Make him look like an asshole.
Bite
Bite the soap. Make him look like an asshole.
I will attack you. I will attack you for 5 commander damage.
Okay, yeah, I will block with my 1/4 Death Touch haste. Before damage, though, I'm going to go ahead and activate, because it has haste, to discard a card. I'm going to discard Inferno Titan with god-awful art. And then draw a card. If the discarded card was a creature card, amass 1 Orax.
Interesting.
I don't need that. And then
I will regenerate.
Moria's Scavenger.
Ring bearer.
Death resolves.
sorry.
Segment.
I didn't mean to spoil your regeneration
Nah,
party.
it's alright.
Regeneration Nation.
NBD.
No big regeneration. Got it.
That's right.
Bloody.
I will humbly defect. Chris, you can have it, because we're allies this turn.
Sweet. I get it tapped.
Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8! I have to discard.
I want to hit Tej for so many damage.
I'm going to hit
I can't believe you gave Chris the
He's
draw.
got so many
Listen, you
hobbits.
should
I have the
decide
least
that-
amount of mana of everybody, though.
Or Throbbits, depending on which porn parody version you're watching.
Let's talk after the game.
I'll talk right
Pass
now.
turn.
A gentleman who taught me how to play D&D made
Yeah,
like
but-
made us watch that movie together.
My
and
wife
then
might watch this video, and she doesn't
stopped.
need to know this.
And then I stopped
The end
hanging
of
out
your
with that guy
turn?
shortly after.
I'm going to make a food token with...
Did he show you his Throbbit? Okay.
Excuse me.
No, but I was not of age, and it was one of those like, maybe I should be hanging out with this guy.
Draw for the turn.
Was he 30?
Isolated Chapel is my land for the
Gosh, he
turn.
might have been way older. I didn't block anything out. Nothing happened. God, you have so many hobbits over there.
Here's another one. Mary, Warden of Isengard.
How'd you get that?
Whenever one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. Only triggers once each turn. Then I will...
Teach, how much would you like me to swing?
Not much.
Okay.
Then I
But
will...
you didn't give me that little humble defender?
You didn't ask for it. Could have asked.
Look how I'm dressed. I was asking for it.
I don't play that way anymore.
I'm going to sacrifice a food token to gain 3 life,
Got in a lot of trouble.
and I will move to combat. Combat, I will get replace that food token,
And you get a soldier.
and then I get a soldier.
Soldier.
So.
Where was food token when the Westwood fed?
Then I will go to combat.
We're already in combat.
Well,
That's where you got them
declare
triggers.
attackers.
Okay.
Don't want to do that.
Sorry, wasn't even.
Fucking.
Yep.
The ring
Sorry.
only
Sorry,
tempts me
everyone watching
when-
at home.
Frodo attacks. But I don't want Frodo. He already has Skulk, so that works too. Alright, I will attack.
Just livelier. For now.
I will attack Tej with Frodo for 1.
The Alliance.
And I will attack Schnell for 1 with Gollum.
Does Gollum have Skulk or something?
Gollum does have Skulk. And then the ring is going to tempt me, so I'm up to 4. So I will draw 2 and discard 1 when attackers are declared.
Tej, do you have any responses before damage?
Before damage? Like during blocks and stuff?
Going to discard a
Any
Bilbo
time
birthday
after
celebrant.
attackers declared, but before damage.
No blocks.
Okay.
3 Frodo damage.
Frodo damage.
Death by 1,000 Frodos. Death by 1,000 stings. Get it?
I get it.
Then I will
More of a letter opener, really.
Second main,
Joke
I
on
will
you.
humble
That's
the
for the
Factor.
Hobbit. Lord of the Rings bullshit. Hobbit, that's where it is.
Okay. This seems counterproductive from what I'm trying to do, but I need to discard 2 cards.
What are you trying to do? Maybe we can help.
You lose the game.
I'm going to discard Butterbur. And
Are you on your end step?
Yeah.
Are you cleaning up? Because you got to give away that defector. Technically,
Yeah.
before you clean up.
I'm giving that to him.
Don't buy his propaganda for you not to swing your army at his face.
It's a
True.
few
Look how he
survivors.
turned on me.
1 point of damage.
I mean, I was still gonna hit Teach in the mouth because he attacked me.
That's
I
not
would
the
too.
point. Listen, it's not the point.
And I'm going to discard Landrival Horizon Witness.
I don't know if you noticed this orc army carrying the ring. That ring, fake.
Also at my end step,
It's really looking like it is. It's not too much.
at the beginning of your end step, each opponent dealt combat damage this game by a creature named a Golem. Obsessed Stalker loses life equal to the amount of life you gained this turn, which was 3.
Ooh, maybe I will come back, Chris.
Don't come at me, bruh. Please.
So you're done now?
Pass turn.
Hold on. You're at ring level 4, you say?
Yes.
Well, now he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we each should have lost 3 life.
Oh yeah. Well, each opponent loses 3 life. You're right. I forgot about that one.
Whenever the ring bearer deals combat damage. Oh yeah, look at that. Fucking 34.
27.
25.
Now you're done?
Oh,
Yes.
Chris is life leader now.
Alright. Untap.
Justified.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. Weird.
Justified. Alright, on my upkeep, Herald's Horn will trigger, so I will look at the top card of my library. It is not a human, so I shan't reveal it and place it in my hand.
You also didn't tell us that.
Fair. I will draw for my
Failed to
turn.
resolve.
I'll play a Terramorphic Expanse as my land for the turn.
How did I get so low compared to everyone else?
I think I need
Damage?
anti-Chris cards here.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
Life
right.
loss?
Life loss. Hit point reduction. A myriad of ways. Myriad triggers.
Being a bitch.
Having a bitch mouth. Do they bitch mouth?
How many creatures do you have in your graveyard, Chris?
What an odd question to ask somebody.
They're dead. Why does it matter?
5.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to pay 3,
Just got necrophiliac over there.
and I'm going to cast Gimli of the Glittering Caves. He's a 1/1 double strike dwarf warrior. Whenever another legendary creature enters the battlefield under my control, put a +1/+1 counter on Gimli, and whenever he deals combat damage to a player, I create a treasure token.
I see why you would need the graveyard for that.
I'm going to pay 3.
I wasn't listening.
Oh.
I'm going to pay 3 and cast Grey Host Reinforcements. It is a 1/1 flyer with Ward 3. When it enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. Put a number of +1/+1 counters on Grey Host Reinforcements equal to the number of creature cards exiled
You
this
got
way.
it.
Oh!
So it is a 6/6 flying with Ward 3.
Oh, now I get it.
Could have been an 8/8.
You have that many creature cards in your
Nope.
graveyard?
I'm just being
He's lying to you because
Yeah,
it's
that's
funny.
what I thought. Okay,
His
so
bitch mouth, you say.
that was a human, so that will trigger Door of Destinies.
How are dead people humans?
Oh, they're spirit soldiers.
Yeah.
You're right. So that doesn't trigger Door of Destinies.
Cheat count.
I thought they were human spirits.
No, the card doesn't say those words.
I wasn't. You're right. Thank you. Okay, so I will move
At least they have
to
Megamorph.
combat. That will trigger Eowyn. I will get 2 more human knights with trample and haste. So I've got 4 of them total. So I've got 4 of these guys. Then if I control 6 or more humans, I draw a card. 4, 5, 6. I have 6. So I draw a card. Then I will. Oh, lordy. So 3. No, that's not human, so it does not trigger Erkenbrand.
Seem really interested in what I got going on over here.
Yeah, what's happening?
1/4, a whole bunch of tiny little things.
Those are penises, sir.
All right, Chris, I'm gonna swing you with 4 3/3 trample hastes.
4 3/3 trample
3/3
haste.
trample hastes.
How much mana do you have up?
I have a mana that taps for nothing up. I have 0 mana
A
up.
colorless. No, that's not even colorless.
It's not even a colorless.
Yeah.
I have nothing up.
Um,
Ask my wife.
Teehee.
I can block 2 of them. 2 of my creatures have 4 toughness. So I will block 2 of them,
Okay.
and I will take
3 and 3, 6.
6. Down to 30.
Double strike, you said?
No, but he blocked 2 of them and didn't. The Gimli has
Nope.
double strike.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to on my end step. I'm going to crack this. Go ahead, Schnell.
End of your turn, I'm going to create a food token, which will also give me a soldier.
Basic land card.
Untapped. Everything. Upkept. Drawer. Hey, Terramorphic expanse.
Not life leader anymore. Thanks, Nelson.
Doing what I can to keep that
I'm
target
like
off your
here.
back,
We
homie.
will
Nelson.
pop Terramorphic. Grab my first real mountain. I am upset that all the basic land art for this entire set isn't just Tolkien maps.
I agree. They should have done
That
that.
could have been cool. But I suppose they didn't license Tolkien's art, just his story.
Well, the special lands though are map art. So
I believe you. Okay.
you haven't seen them yet? Those are fucking cool.
I maybe have. But
Like one of the
fact that
planes is like the
all of
Gap
them-
of Rohan. And
The fact that all of them are
Yeah, no, I
just
agree. They should have
sucks.
Here, cut that.
Okay. We need this color and this color. And then this many extras. Did I do this math wrong? No, we're good. Okay. Red, black, and
What was the power on the
4.
two? Did you kill any of mine or no?
No,
Okay.
they're 1/4.
All right, just making sure I didn't miss
1/4.
that.
Okay. Red, black, and 4. We are casting Wake the Dragon. We will create a 6/6 black and red dragon creature token with flying, menace, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, gain control of target artifact that player controls.
Uh-oh. I don't like these apples.
We also amass 6 as per the rules of Saruman. We will make the orc army unblockable. We will enter combat and swing at Teej for 17.
Oofta doofta.
They are unblockable and can be blocked by creatures with a power of 18 or greater.
My God.
I'm glad I got that one. That would have been bad.
17?
Considering my decks are over there and yours are right here in the blast radius.
That feels like enough, so we're gonna pass.
And
feels like
your
enough.
turn, I will play Opt. I'll scry one and draw a card, and I have a question.
Opt is an instant,
Yes.
so you can cast it whenever.
Flavor text.
Oh,
They plated their trough and were glad. Does that mean they fuck?
they plated?
They plated their trough and were glad. That
I
sounds
assume-
like Bible talk for fucking.
It
No,
feels
wedding.
like plighted their trough was like they emptied it.
Yeah, he emptied.
Well, not feeding the geese emptied.
Troth, Troth.
Yeah.
Troth.
That's a wedding, like when you're betrothed. Like it's the root word of that.
Trough, I thought meant before fucked.
That's true. Anyway,
Yeah, but
it's
it's still the
pre-fucked.
same root word, I believe.
Anyway.
So I tried to Google the word plighted. There is not an 8 or a 3 in that word, so I'm trying.
So I have to try again. Oh, shit.
So to plight is to be engaged to be married.
Yeah.
And then troth is fair or loyalty when pledged in a solemn agreement or undertaking.
Yeah, because that's Arwen and Aragorn, right?
Yes.
They not only bumped uglies,
I was gonna say, so yeah, he totally unloaded on her.
but they vowed to do so. They vowed to.
Soul Rain.
In the
Have my
eyes of
own
God
Soul
and Minas Tirith.
And Tom Bombadil.
And Tom. Was he at the wedding? I don't remember. It's been a while. I do need to reread The Lord of the Rings. I have not in.
He was playing.
I'm going through it right now. The ring is currently going south. We have left Rivendell. We're going south.
It has been at least 20 years.
Elvish Piper.
Yeah, right.
Aragorn.
There's some good ass reprints in this elf
Elvish
deck.
Piper.
Yeah.
Elvish Piper is an elf, which means when I move to combat, which is now, we're gonna vote for Dominion or for the other one.
Dominion is card draw, and guidance is the.
Dominion is the ring tempts me and I get a counter. Guidance is I draw a card. And everyone who votes with me gets to scry. I'm once again asking for you to vote Dominion.
You don't need the scry. You could just say "fuck you, team."
Good.
I say it all the time.
Alright, but he draws a card even if it's tied.
I do.
Right, but he doesn't get more ring benefits.
That's
I do.
also
If
true.
the three of us vote against him, it's not tied.
And then he just draws a card.
Right.
I
But he
will
doesn't know what it
vote.
is.
You voted Dominion.
Could be a
Vote
vote.
Dominion.
Yeah, I'm going to vote guidance this time.
Interesting. Nelson?
Guidance.
Guidance.
Fuck you.
See, he didn't enjoy the results.
That's not true. It's like saying fuck you. Fuck you.
Achim. It stinks. Dated reference.
Oh god, yes.
Okay. I am in a position for...
Was that a critic reference?
It
I'm
is.
going to leave combat. Second main.
Same as the first.
I love that show so much. Is it still syndicated on Comedy Central? They still play
I
it
have
like
no
3 in the
idea.
morning?
Plead for power. Starting with me. Each player votes for time or knowledge.
Oh, that's a reprint.
Is it? If
I'm
time
almost
gets
certain.
more votes, take an extra turn after this one. If knowledge gets more votes or the vote is tied, I draw 3 cards.
With a precon, I think I'd rather you take an extra turn.
I'd much rather he draw cards and not be able to use them this turn.
That's a good point. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to see how he votes.
Yes, and then vote
Interesting.
against him regardless.
Everyone who votes the same way I do gets to scry. I'm going to scry.
What happens in the case of a tie with this one?
I draw 3 cards.
Okay.
I'm going to vote for knowledge.
That's the draw.
So draw 3.
Interesting. I'm also going to vote knowledge this time.
I'll vote knowledge.
Oh, I should have screwed on my own thing.
I will say fuck you, Tej, and vote for knowledge.
Alright.
But still, fuck
Yes.
you.
With the knowledge that fuck
with,
you.
With the knowledge that fuck
Draw a
you.
card. I'm going to...
We get to scry too?
Yes, I'm going to scry 2 and then scry 2 again. Because I did not scry 2 after the first vote.
Oh, shit. That's a huge bitch.
That is a huge bitch. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. And then I will draw 3 cards. Draw 1, draw 2, draw 3. And then my second is scry 2 because of that one.
I like that my army can't be blocked by something with power 16 or greater. Because they're skulking.
Let's put those on the bottom.
They're a sneaky army. Slightly bigger army can't.
Continuing second main, I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to use the Gilded Goose to create another food token.
A feud.
Get another soldier.
I'm just gonna get hit bitch mouth by Gollum.
That's why I played Gimli. Because I knew he was going to get buffed because he's not a human. I'm like, I need a 1/1. I need anti-Golem tech right now.
I kept the Humble Defector just as a blocker, and I was like, fucking...
I thought that Golem was a 2/2, so I was like, oh, I've got these humans. Wait, they're 3/3s, and then nope,
No.
he's a 1/1. Nope,
Chuck
fucking
Jesta.
nope.
Fucking great.
There's a bear in my bed. Nope.
No. Somebody needs to turn those memes into a movie.
No shit. Is that guy still alive? I hope so.
If not, I hope he's artificially preserved.
Yeah, right. I hope he's still in that lady's bed.
I hope that somebody in Ojai Valley has preserved Chuck Testa if he is no longer with us.
I'm just not sure how I want to go about this.
What you doing, home slice? Sobering up a little, but I'm still drawing my feet across the carpeting because of textures. You know how it is.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to pay 2 mana. I'm going to cast Shire Sheriff.
Sheriff.
The sheriff?
Yep.
Hi, Sheriff.
2/2 with vigilance.
I shart.
Enters the battlefield. You may sacrifice a token. I will.
Oh, hi Thor.
I will do so. I will
All of a sudden
sacrifice
my
a
leg
token.
was tickled.
I sacrificed a
course
soldier
you
token.
Okay. Not a food? Really? Interesting.
When you do, exile target creature an opponent controls until Shire Sheriff leaves the battlefield. Gimli.
What?
Not the fucking...
I have things for that.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
This is endgame stuff.
You said exile? Oh, good. Win. Because I want to try to get one more game in tonight.
Then I will move to combat.
If you can win like this with a precon right now, that's going to be badass.
Not yet. It would only be one more turn.
Well, give me my fucking Gimli back!
But I have to. Gimli has to be gone for me to attack you.
No.
Go to attacks. Gollum is going to attack you. Frodo will attack. He's got a 1/1 now. He could block. He's got a couple 1/1s.
Oh,
Do you have a
I
1/1?
still don't. Nope, I have a 2/1.
Then I will attack you with Frodo.
Fucking Frodo.
So you're hitting me with Gollum?
Yes.
Alright, that's 1 for now.
Yes.
26.
And the one at you.
I've already taken 1 Frodo damage.
I'm not going to move my ring bearer, so I'm going to draw 2.
Or are you tempted again?
Yes. Draw 2 and discard 1.
Ooh. Are these not? Oh, these are perforated.
Is he exiled till the sheriff leaves the battlefield, or is he exiled for good?
Exile until Sheriff leaves the battlefield.
Okay, can you put him under your sheriff, please?
Yep.
So I don't forget that.
Yep. I can do that for you.
Because I might have answers for your fucking sheriff.
It's okay. Gollum got there.
Yeah, I know.
You can kill him now.
Doesn't matter.
I already played a land this turn.
Also get him, and then I'll get him.
Double get him, then. We'll double get him.
4 mana. I will cast Farmer Cotton.
Teach, do you have any responses?
No.
He's pooping.
When he enters the battlefield, create X 1/1 halfling creature tokens and X food tokens. I created 2 of each.
I like Farmer Cotton. That's a good card.
Yep.
Real good.
And then I said Farmer Megan. I got a bitch.
And 2 halfling tokens. And I get 2
Except
one more
in
of
the
these.
book, where he was actually very nice then. It's funny, like, how in the movies, like, Merry and Pippin are just comic relief, but in the book, they're like fucking hobbit nobility.
Yeah.
It's come from, like, very well-to-do families. They're just, like, normal dudes.
Done. Pass turn.
Also, they're hilarious in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Untap.
Well, I mean, same with Gimli in the movie.
Oh, right, for sure. Alright, and then on my upkeep, Herald's Horn. Nope. And then draw for turn. I think this, yeah, it does. Windburst Kites. Hideaway 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And is it, it's just a permanent, or is it,
Oh, it's from Lorwyn.
Oh, I shorted myself a food token. Gosh darn it. Oh well.
I mean,
yeah, just exile 1 card face down.
That's the hideaway, white hideaway land?
Yeah.
From the cycle?
Wide away.
Hideaway.
Alright, we'll white away this, and then we'll...
Random order, I assume.
Yep, random order.
What with the shuffleization?
On the bottom. Okay. Then what do we want to do? What do we want to do?
Anyway,
What should I do?
what should I do?
Should I stop sending dick pics?
Probably just Google pictures of dicks. Send those. Say they were mine.
4, 5, 6,
What am I
7.
responding to?
I hit him for 1 and him for 1.
Yes, he attacked us.
Chris, how many creatures do
Oh,
you
and
have?
then you each lose.
Oh, yeah.
3.
3. Chris, how many creatures do you have?
That's not a question that somebody once in the game would ask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Was Blasphemous Act reprinted?
13.
13? Okay.
Purple and red. What happened?
How many cards do you have in your hand?
Wow. All sorts of.
6.
No reason.
One less to cast for each creature and card in your hand.
Alright, I'm going to pay 2 and I'm going to cast Sunset Revelry. Chris has more life than me, so I'll gain 4 life. Chris has more creatures than I do, so can create 2 1/1 soldier creature. Human creature tokens.
Ooh, man.
And Chris has more cards in hand than I do, so I will draw a card. Cool. Then.
Cool.
Cool. What do I have left? 5 mana left.
Oh, I'm sorry. You each lose 3 more life
Right?
from the ring. Whenever your ring bearer deals combat damage to a player.
What was
What
the
was the
other
first
3 I
one?
lost?
The
The
first
other
one
3
from
was
Gollum.
from Gollum. Because
Why did I-
3 life.
Oh, you gained 3 life.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't take 3 from Gollum. 'cause
You don't take 3 from Gollum, but you take the 3 from the ring.
And I did that already because I thought that's what you referred to in the first place.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Trying to track all the traders. New deck, who dis?
New deck. You're at 30. None of us are at 30. Something needs to be done.
Please
Who
no.
knew Hobbits were going to win Lord of the Rings?
I mean, I could swing for 70. Do you have any flyers?
I have a flyer currently.
Cool. My only
All right.
flyer has Menace, so
I'm going to pay 5, and I'm going to cast Champions of Minas Tirith. For 6, when it enters the battlefield, I become the monarch. At the beginning of combat on each opponent's turn, if I am the monarch, that opponent may pay X, where X is the number of cards in their hand. If you do not pay X, you cannot attack me.
I'm gonna read that again.
This combat.
But with the words in my head. Being combat on each opponent's turn. If
I'm
you're
gonna
the
read this again with the words in my head.
monarch. Okay.
They're a human, so they will trigger Door of Destinies.
So if I play out my hand, I'm fine.
I will move. Yes, that is true. I'll move to combat, and I will get 2 more Trample Hasty Human Knights, which puts me at 6. All my humans are buffed +2/+2, and a human did enter the battlefield, so right now they're being buffed +3/+2.
Jesus.
I'm gonna move to combat.
Stop looking at my stuff,
I am
Sean.
gonna swing at Chris
Fuck
with
those.
6, 4/3 Trample Hastes.
Fuck the halflings.
6, 4, 3 trample hastes.
And then 2,
I think I missed a trigger on the fire inscription, but that's okay.
3, 2. Wait, they get +3/+2, so
Jesus.
4 3s. So these are 2 4/3s. Wait, no, they don't. That doesn't give them haste though. Never mind. Sorry. So 2 2 4 4 5 5 4. So yeah, 6
He's just saying all the numbers.
Sorry.
It doesn't clarify.
6 5 4 trample hastes.
6, 5, 4s?
There are 6 of them. and
There are
they
6 of
5
them, and they are
fours.
5 4s. Yes, I'm attacking you with 6 5 4s.
What the fuck?
And then in the air, I'm attacking you with a 6 6 flyer.
What the hell did I do to you?
You're at 30.
You're trying to end the game, so bring it. And you hit me with Gollum after getting rid of my Gimli. Bring it, bitch.
That's just not flavorful.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Right.
Hit me with Gollum after getting rid of my Gimli.
This is what all the people who hated Universes Beyond were afraid
Oh
of.
my god. Well, and then it's like, oh, I attack Ryu. Okay, I'm gonna block with fucking
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
They're 5, 4s?
Then I'm gonna activate Blanca's secret ability to bring in fucking Unicorn Sprinkle from My Little Pony.
Fuck, that's actually a good.
And I'm gonna equip it with Sword of Dungeons and Dragons.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a fun game, but fuck yeah, the words are dumb.
Yeah.
Words are dumb.
Words are dumb. Words be dumb.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. 2. Are they all? Oh, yep.
What are you doing?
Okay.
What's
I'm
happening?
blocking with all of the flyer with the Gilded Goose,
Okay.
and I will block 2 of these.
Yeah.
So I will take
20.
20.
30 minus yeah.
So you take 20 then.
Yeah.
And you kill 2 of them.
Yeah. Not
Okay.
doesn't seem like a great trade, but
All right. And then you blocked with the goose.
Yeah.
So this lives. Okay.
well, that was poopy.
Change of things, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna move to my end step
That should be
and
good.
draw for Monarch and
Change
pass
of
to Chanel.
things.
You get Gimli back.
A change of things.
Yes. Alright.
So if he comes back from exile, is he tapped or is he untapped?
However, he left, I believe.
He left
left.
untapped.
he's changing zones.
Oh, so he
he's
comes back
Comes
untapped.
back on
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right. So he's
Unless
untapped. Okay.
specified somewhere.
I was thinking phasing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Untap. Why would you be thinking phasing?
Because it also comes back from a weird zone.
It doesn't change zones.
You're a weird zone.
Thank you.
Ooh, didn't even realize this reprint was in this deck. It's a
Okay.
neat reprint.
Land for the turn. Rogue's Passage.
Oh boy.
Horcrux.
Oh shit!
Oh
I fucked
shit.
myself.
Nah, you're fine. I mean, I could one-shot you with an army, maybe. But we'll see.
Allegedly.
We'll see what happens.
No, I screwed up really bad. God damn it.
So I can do that.
I'm sorry I put the pressure on with all my
It's alright.
Do.
knights.
Okay. And so. Fucking Greg.
And all.
And so. We're gonna cast a foe that is beyond any of you. The Balrog of Moria. It's an 8/8 trample haste. I don't know if it's beyond any of you, but that's what the man says. Then do I go to combat? This has 2 mana up. Fuck, Nelson can hit me back real fucking hard. 17. Okay. We're gonna go to combat. We will make the Orc army unblockable. We are going to send Nelson any flyers?
No, it's tapped.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna send the Balrog and the Dragon at Nelson and the unblockable army at Chris.
Yep. Got me.
Okay.
I needed my Gilded Goose. I was counting on that for mana. I forgot about it. Shouldn't have blocked it.
No.
Sorry. I had to send a message to
No, you're fine.
our on-call rotation at work because clearly they're not looking at what they're supposed to. So Balrog and a Dragon. So
Yes.
8 and so I'm taking 14.
Yes.
So go to 10 and then you take an artifact from me.
I take an artifact from you and the Monarch token, which you probably forgot to draw at the end of your turn.
Nope, I drew. Don't you fucking worry, boy.
I'm gonna take this door.
Ooh. Okay.
It doesn't help me.
I know, but it
also
doesn't help me no
fucks
more.
you a little bit harder. I will go to my end step and draw for being the Monarch. Go Teej!
At the end of your turn, I will cycle Lonely Sandbar. Useless, all of you.
Thanks, Coach.
Also, at the end of your turn, I will Elvish Piper into an Elvish War Master.
You can't elf into an elf.
Can.
You didn't reduce your fractions.
Whenever one or more other elves enter the battlefield under my control, I create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. With this ability only triggers once each.
Trickle on down.
Triggers when he deals.
And for 7 mana, elves I control get +2/+2 in death touch until end of turn. Want that? I will draw. There's an awful lot of lands in this deck.
I was sitting on an anguished unmaking in my hand, waiting for that army to come at me, and then I did not have the mana to cast it once my goose was gone.
Did you?
What, the goose was cooked, as they
That's
say.
what I thought you were going to
Did
say.
you afford the ward 2 as well?
No, not at that point.
Okay.
Forgot it was an orc.
Yeah. Can't be blocked by armies 18 or greater.
It's right there on the card.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay. You'll find out. 1,
Will we now?
yes. 2, 3,
Don't board wipe. I like one board.
1.
I attacked you with 6.
Well, somebody win now. Jeez.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, you did. Yep.
Precons never have a lot in the way of just mass removal, so.
Travel through Karad Harass.
Correct.
Excellent. Starting with me, each player votes for Red Horn Pass or
Or
Mines
Moria.
of Moira.
Moira.
The Mines of Moira.
All I can see is her in that raven costume right now.
For each. For each Red Horn Pass vote, I search my library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield tapped. For each Mines of Moira vote, I return a card from my graveyard to my hand.
Red pass.
Red pass.
And I will vote for Mines of Moira.
Red pass.
Red pass.
Excellent. So I'm going to get 1 from my graveyard, and it will be Plead for Power.
What?
Yeah. For this is why I said, oh, it's one of those.
It's for each
For
one
each
you
vote,
get
I
something.
get a thing.
Oh, okay.
So I get 2 basic lands and a card from my graveyard. It's not one of those if the vote's tied.
Okay.
It's Council's Dilemma versus Will of the Council.
Gotcha.
2 basic lands onto the battlefield tapped.
Oh, there's no flavor text saying, let the ring bearer decide.
That's why we had you. Shall we, Gandalf?
And then you exile.
Yes.
Karadhars.
Alright. Cut that, please.
Bam.
Then.
Cast Will of the Council thing.
Yes.
This is draw cards or take a turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna draw. I assume.
Oh, I get to scry because of the Who's It's.
You didn't vote the same as you.
I did vote the same. Whenever we yeah, so I had to do the whole thing, so I'm not cheating.
God, I should have cast this card, but I wanted to fucking Balrog. I feel like Balrog was the right call. It's big and angry and beyond
It is a
any
good.
of you.
It's a good.
When he dies, exile. When you do each opponent exile up to 1 target creature that player controls. It's good. Its foe is beyond any of you.
Stay on top. I will cast Plead for Power. Starting with me, each player votes for Time or Knowledge. If Time gets more votes, I take an extra turn. If Knowledge gets more votes or the vote is tied, I draw 3 cards. I will vote for Time.
Nelson!
Time or Knowledge, my friend.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
I will draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Scry 2.
Who do I get to scry? Because I keep yelling, fuck you, Tej, in my head.
Those can go on the
Every
bottom.
time I vote.
As it should be.
It should be. Gross.
No, I put deodorant on.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, I will move to combat. At the beginning of combat on my turn, if another elf entered the battlefield... Shit, it did not. I will leave combat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will move to discard. I will discard Island and a Force.
There was no melon.
Last turn.
No one spake friend. Alright, I will untap.
Spike friends drink and enter.
No one entered.
No one entered, and that's the problem. Alright, untap. On my upkeep, Herald's Horn will trigger.
Shit, I'm life leader.
I will draw for turn. Oh, this untaps.
You were also the biggest threat.
I would hope so. With the army and the battle rogue and the dragon.
Cliff Top Retreat will enter untapped.
Plus, I spake friend.
He did totally spaked it. Spunked it even.
Gross.
It is what it is. Alright. I'm going to pay 2 and I'm going to cast Bastion Protector. Commander creatures I control get +2/+2 and have indestructible.
Yeah.
Oh, was your hand empty? I totally forgot. You should have had to pay mana
Oh,
to
fuck.
attack me last turn. Oops.
Oh,
My
fuck.
fault. That would have changed everything. Oh well.
Would have.
You were even talking shit when I played it, and then I forgot. Totally my fault. Okay.
Asterix.
Yeah, this victory is not a victory.
I haven't won yet.
That's true.
I can't believe nobody has removed your orc army once this game. That's insane.
I can just because we're playing Precons.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only hope I have.
Okay. So, red, white, 1, 2, 3. Let's fucking Yahtzee this bitch. I'm gonna pay 5 and I'm gonna cast Taunt from the Rampart. Goad all creatures your opponents control.
Oh shit, I think he wins here.
Until your next turn, those creatures can't block.
Good game, Teach.
Alright, so...
Does that mean now none of my creatures can block any of your shit?
Ordered one of those for my
So I will move to combat.
Go deck.
That will trigger Eowyn, because a human did enter the battlefield under my control. So I will get 2 more of these guys. So nobody's creatures can block right now.
Correct.
Okay. So let's see.
So do you have 32 power on the board?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't have his door
I
of
don't have
Destinies
the Door of
anymore.
Destinies. But
Yeah, for
he did get when a human did enter the battlefield, so they all get +1. So 5, 6.
You had 2 humans enter.
So,
Is
hold
that
on.
only once a turn?
It's only once a turn, or no, whenever.
not.
Whenever.
and
So
you just got 2
1,
more humans there.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're right.
Jesus.
3.
You've
So,
been missing those triggers this
Okay.
whole game.
but you can't attack because you just came into play.
You don't have to
These
talk to your
enemies.
cards. They can't.
Sorry.
Yes,
So-
they can.
So hold on. So they all get +3/+0. So there's 18.
That's enough for me.
Sorry, 6 times 5 is 30. So right here. So I could do 3 of these at Tej, 3 at Schnell, plus Eowyn at Schnell. This guy in the air at Tej.
It's a little overkill.
Well, I don't
Tej,
know
you
what
just drew a
I don't
bunch
know
of
what you
cards?
guys have.
Yeah,
Can
what
you
if I have
respond?
tricks?
Can you board pipe in response?
Hold
What
on.
if-
Let me
What's
think.
this spell?
Here.
It's a real good one.
So
That's the one you just shared this afternoon.
okay.
The taunt for the rampart, yeah.
So
Fuck.
3 of these, 3 of the 5/5s will go at Tej.
Oh no, this is a different
3
one.
will go at
No,
Schnell.
I thought you shared that one.
No.
Did you not share that
It
one?
was a different one.
Champions will go at Schnell.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Eowyn
Hey, Loon.
and 2 more humans and the flyer will go at Tej because I don't know what he's got.
You got bullshit.
You can't block.
Yeah.
I can fog.
You can.
Fog is that deck?
There's a fog
Is
that
fog
there
in
is
that deck?
there's a fog that gives you elves for all the creatures attacking,
Yes.
and
It's
then
like a
prevents all combat
Arachnogenesis.
damage by
Okay,
non-elves.
well-
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah.
In response, I don't have
but I
it.
think it costs 4
Costs
though.
4 mana.
So
Even so, I need to find that card because that needs to go on Wraith.
yeah, it fogs, and then you get elf tokens for
So
each
with
attacking
all that
creature.
being said, it's clearly not in my hand.
So Jeskai Humans, I really wanted to on the way over here tonight. I was like, well, I don't really want to run elves, and I ran hobbits last week. I want to run Jeskai Humans or the Army of Mordor. So I was very happy that I got to play one of the decks I wanted to try out because this is one that I haven't played with yet. And I think Eowyn's a really cool card. She's expensive for a commander. She costs, her converted mana cost is 5, so she gets pricey. But thankfully, in a Precon pod, she didn't get removed, and I got her out on curve, and she really did impact the game. So at the beginning of combat on my turn, as long as another human entered the battlefield, I get 2 more 2/2 haste with trample, which is pretty awesome. It allowed me to kind of go wide a little bit with my board, and in a human tribal deck, it's pretty easy to get that to fire off. And then I didn't do too much drawing, probably because half the time I forgot it. Still learning these new cards, kind of like how when Schnell attacked me, I forgot that he needed to pay X where X was his hand size. But again, they're all new. We're all learning. It was a lot of fun. I do like Eowyn as a commander, although she is a little bit pricey. One of the cool things, even though this is a Precon, we saw 2 really cool artifacts that matter in, we're not calling them tribal anymore, typal decks. They matter in typal decks. So Herald's Horn, entering the battlefield, choose a creature type. Being able to do that and get all my human spells to cost 1 less is awesome because over time that adds up to a lot of value. And then beginning of your upkeep, basically, it's not a full scry, but you're looking at the top card of your library, and if it is that type, you get to put it in your hand, which is pretty great. Door of Destinies was really cool until it got taken away from me. That was a really smart play by Schnell, because that just buffs all of the creatures of that type. So, really like that one too. What really did it for me, though, or actually before I get there, another card I really enjoyed was Greyhost Reinforcements. So it's got flying and ward, but I knew that Chris had been filling his bin, because he had to discard a bunch of stuff. So I knew he had a decent amount of creatures in there. Being able to get a 6/6 flyer with ward 3 for 4 mana is not a bad card. So that's a cool mid to late game play. I really like that one a lot. But what did it for me, this is a really cool finisher. In Precons, it's really hard to find a way to, basically have what is your finishing card. Thankfully, due to Schnell's army and all the life loss we had because of Gollum and all the shit going on Chris's board, I was able to get into a position where Taunt from the Rampart would work. So because it made everything, all the creatures on board couldn't block, I knew that if I could swing out, buff my creatures, I should say, and swing out, I had a really good shot to take it down on that turn. And if it didn't work, then I don't know what my plan was outside of that. I had no exit strategy, as it were. So worked out pretty well. I am glad that I decided to attack Tej with extras because he did have that Piper on the battlefield. I didn't know what else he could do. I know there's some interesting tricksy cards in that deck. Actually, about a week or 2 ago, I was playing against my wife, who has never played Magic before. And I forget what I cast. It might have been Sauron, because I was playing the Mordor deck, and she fucking swan-songed me. And he totally forgot, that got reprinted. So I love what they did with the 4 decks that were released with this set. I think it's a really fun pod. I think there's a lot of really flavorful stuff going on. I enjoy them a lot. I think the Armies of Mordor is hard to get going because everything, it's almost like a dragon deck without an optimized, mana base or artifact ramp package. So it's difficult to get going because all the really cool stuff is super high costed. I like elves a lot because you can do so many different things, but I think it's tough to. There's no like Craterhoof, right, or some other win con in there. So you can go really wide. You can do a lot of stuff with drawing. I love all the different politicking that's going on, especially considering the theme of the deck, where it's the Council of Elves and the Food and Fellowship deck that I played last week, that Chris played tonight, I think is fantastic. Again, it just, like so many Precons, just lacks a concrete way to finish. I'm very curious about what Chris was going to do in order to finish us. I know that he had said he hadn't Anguished Unmaking. He was holding up to pop the Orc army that Schnell had. we were all losing a ton of life to Gollum and, other things that he had on the board. So I'm curious to find out what it was that he had that he was going to be able to, pull off the win there, because I think that would have been cool to see. But overall, ton of fun. I think for a Precon out-of-the-box deck, this is probably the fastest game we've played, and also, I would dare say, probably the most fun. So, love these decks as they are. Really, really great reprints as far as the mana base is concerned, and just other cards that are in the deck. So, highly recommend, if you've got the money and you're into Lord of the Rings, definitely buy them for the flavor. But if you're a Magic player and you want to, buy the singles, because there's a lot of really good reprints in this set. So, I will definitely keep playing these cards going forward.
My game plan wasn't readily apparent to me early on. I was generating a lot of foods, and I thought maybe just the life gain would sustain me until, a path to victory presented itself. And it did, in the form of Gollum Obsessed Stalker. This is my favorite card I've seen from either the base set or the commander decks. I am pumped to build this deck. And flavorfully, what my deck wound up doing was kind of on point for the whole story. Frodo came out early, became my ring bearer, and I gained all kinds of small advantages with him, trudging along, bearing that ring, until Gollum came along and almost finished the job. Mechanically in game, how that happened was Gollum, when he hits an opponent, then they're basically marked by him, and at your end step, every opponent who has been hit by Gollum loses life equal to the amount of life you've lost that turn. If I had gotten another turn, I had an access tunnel as a land in my hand, would have been able to make the Gollum unblockable, and barring interaction, I could have hit Tej, sacrificed my pile of food that I had, gained at a minimum 24 life. And on my end step, I would have drained everybody for 24. But they sensed something was coming. They did the right thing by taking me out. I was interacted with in a very big, very real way, and wiped off the board in 2 turns. But it was absolutely the right call, because Gollum would have gotten there in the end, barring any kind of interaction from anybody. These decks were way more fun than I honestly anticipated them being. The game started a little slow. I wasn't sure what anybody was doing. It seemed like we went from no board states to all of a sudden everybody was a threat simultaneously, and it was kind of crazy. This is going to be a fun one for me to go back and watch and see exactly how it happened, because it seemed like it happened in maybe a 2-turn cycle. This one, I think this was a really fun game in the end.
So, Corsairs of Umbar by far was my MVP. I did not see this card at all during spoiler season, and I have a Thraxamander deck from a while ago that I built that is an Amass theme, and I was going to just slam together the Orc Amass mechanic into that because they are compatible, which I really like, because it's based on the army keyword first, and then if it's Orc Amass, then they just become Orcs in addition to their other card type. But the Amass mechanic is one that I've always enjoyed, so I called dibs on this deck to begin with. But yeah, the Corsairs making them unblockable was by far huge. Another MVP, obviously, the Orc army themselves. The fact that they became my ring bearer, and I pointed this out during the game, I don't like, flavor-wise, the ring mechanic. I feel that it doesn't quite, because there's no downside to being the ring bearer, and there's no sense of corruption or panic or anything like that. It's just, nope, pick somebody, they become legendary, and then they get a ton of abilities. So, but my Orc army was my ring bearer, and they absolutely did the damage that I wanted them to do. Saruman, picking him instead of Sauron as the face commander, I think this was the right call because I can get him out early enough, and then I could amass more of an army. This was, like Chris said and Nelson said, a really fun game despite being Precons, because Precons usually don't have that same level of interaction. I went through and checked after the game. There are 3 different board wipes in the deck that I was running between Decree of Pain, Languish, and Blasphemous Act. So I had the option of clearing the board had I drawn any of those. And there's a sweet art for Arcane Denial in this deck as well. But lastly, I just want to talk about how the Balrog of Moria showed up and helped me knock Nelson down, not enough to take him out. But yeah, taking out Chris was absolutely the right call. I knew Gollum was going to do a lot of shenanigans with all the amount of life gain, and the fact that Chris was actively not using his food tokens and sacrificing other tokens, it between his comments and that, I knew he was building up to something that was going to really, really hurt us. So the Balrog showing up when it did, and had this thing gone out, I could have taken out, maybe something else that was a threat, but I like the flavor of the Balrog. And again, with a set like this, it's important to not only look at well, it's not important, but it's fun to look at not only the mechanics of it, but also the flavor of it, because it is based on an intellectual property that is such a huge part of nerd culture. So, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I'm looking forward to seeing what I end up doing with the Thraxamander deck, if I end up making that a Saruman deck with my new Amass option. But it should be fun, and keep an eye out for that deck to come into my rotation.
I chose elves. Like I said at the top of the game, my wife every once in a while likes to play Magic. She likes the elf decks. She has a mono-green elf deck already that sees very, very little play, but it's there. So when Lord of the Rings came out and I saw that they were going to have an elf Precon, I thought I'm going to buy that Precon and leave it unmodified for her for whenever she gets the urge to play. Then she will have 2 decks that she can choose from. So what I found with this deck is Galadriel, and the ring mechanic it didn't work for me. The ring tempting me was only relevant if my opponents allowed it to happen, and they did not allow it to happen. Even with that cool mana rock that I had out that would allow them to scry if they made the same choice I did during voting, scrying wasn't enough of a boon for them to vote the same way if it meant that I was going to get tempted by the ring. So I ended up not liking that too much. I went into this deck mostly blind. I did not look through it beforehand. Are you laughing at me?
What? No.
Okay. So what I did after the game is I went through and pulled out all the other legendary creatures, because I was curious if I were to run this again, if there was a different commander that I would try. And there is. If we were to do this again, I would not put Galadriel in the command zone. I would put her in the 99 and replace her with this guy. I apologize if I pronounced the name wrong. Círdan? Cirdan? Come on, nerds. What is it?
I thought it was Círdan.
Círdan. Círdan the Shipwright.
It's James.
James the Shipwright. Is an elf, so it fits the theme. 3/4 vigilance, and it has Secret Council, which is a voting mechanic we did not come across this game. So it still has the voting aspect that Galadriel brings to the table. But instead of bearing rings, whenever Círdan the Shipwright enters the battlefield or attacks, each player secretly votes for a player, then those votes are revealed. Each player draws a card for each vote they received. Each player who received no votes may put a permanent card from their hand onto the battlefield. This one jumped out at me, and I audibly went, ooh. Simply because this is doing stuff. This encourages attacking. This encourages people. The votes are supposed to be secret, so I would say no talking about it whatsoever. Just write down your person or get your fingers ready to be pointed, that sort of thing. But the drawing of cards, the potential of putting permanents from your hand onto the battlefield, that really jumped out as doing more things as opposed to this game where I kind of just sat around a whole lot. I think I should have been attacking with Galadriel more often than I did. I think maybe I only attacked once or twice each game. This game anyway. So this deck didn't do much for me, but there's definitely potential in it flipping through it. Maybe I just drew bad cards this round. Who knows? Or maybe you people smarter than me on the internet can point out all of my misplays and I will learn from them. If you would like to point out our misplays, why don't you head on over to www.com and like and subscribe our videos. You can also do that on YouTube. Hit that ding bell and ding us some views. After all of that, like us somewhere else. We're on social medias. Twitter's falling apart, so don't join us on Twitter. I think that's it for this week's Homebrew Magic. We will catch you on the flip side. Maybe I shouldn't do closing things.